Yo, man, what is going on with the Raider Nation, man? What is going on with all the NFL fans out there? Once again, really appreciate everyone who always comes in here, man, and tunes up with your boy. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, on the way in, hit that like button. And also, guys, we do got a giveaway coming out at 500 subs. So if you guys are not subbed and you guys are watching, man, I highly appreciate it. You know what I mean? If you guys would do yourself a favor, man, if you guys like the content, hit that sub button. Goes a long way with your boy. But with that being said, guys, you guys see the title, you guys see the thumbnail. Um, Raiders went in there and they actually looked pretty damn decent when they did go in there this week and play the Texas, man. That's something we could have been seeing all year long. And if we would have been seeing that all year long, I'm pretty damn sure a lot of these games would have been a whole lot closer than what we have been seeing. You know what I mean? Obviously, tons of blowouts, right? In this whole year. Uh, just like last week, Philadelphia really went in there and put about the ass on us, man. Really went in there and showed us how bad of a team we are, right? But this week, man, I want to talk about Ashton Jeanty, bro, because I know there's a lot of people out there, man. There's a lot of fans, a lot of creators, man, that really go in here and bash this dude and say that Ashton Jeanty's a bust and he don't have what it takes to be a good running back. Um, and it's honestly crazy, guys, that I hear that from a lot of these guys. Now, I'm not saying Ashton Jeanty is by far, um, like a Barry Sanders or a guy like that, an Emmett Smith. You know what I mean? He's not one of those guys. But for what we got, man, I mean, he's doing pretty damn good. You know what I mean? This guy is showing week in, week out. He's willing to go in there and put his body on the line. Um, and you know what I mean? We're starting to see him get involved each and every week, man, which is pretty damn good. Now, I'm not too sure what really happened over there in the locker room, guys, or backstage, or in the front office, or anything like that. But this team looked a whole lot different. We seen Brennan Carroll really didn't seem like he was out there making any kind of calls on the offensive line or anything like that. And the offensive line honestly looked a little better itself. There's a lot of things that we could get out of this game. But why I really wanted to come in here and make this video, guys, is to just go in here and look at some of these stats. You know what I mean? And we're gonna run through these. And like I said, guys, I'm pretty. It's crazy, man, to see how Raider Nation just bashes Ashton Jeanty. You know what I mean? Every week, man, this kid is in there doing what he does best. Um, and obviously, man, we've seen him today. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, guys, I'm not saying Ashton Jeanty is like one of the best running backs ever. And I wasn't really on board with grabbing Ashton Jeanty in the first round at pick six, knowing our team is Swiss cheese, right? I knew what we had to do. I knew we had to rebuild this team. But you know what, man? We got to suck it up as Raider fans, man. And the Raiders went in there and drafted Ashton Jeanty at six, and that's just it is what it is, and we have to face it. But it's not a bad thing, guys. You know what I mean? Obviously, I wish we would have attacked some other positions, offensive line. You know what I mean? Some defensive backs we really need. But us going in there and grabbing him, man, it wasn't really a bad thing. We've seen how he's panning out, and he seems like if we can really get this dude an offensive line and get the man some help, you know what I mean? Let's get Ashton Jeanty some help. He shouldn't have to really be the only one out there. Let's get Brock Bauer some help. You know what I mean? Like these shouldn't have to be the only guys out there really going out there and putting their body on the line. Let's get Max Crosby some help, right? We need guys like that. Get them some help and let them guys shine. You know what I mean? If we get Ashton Jeanty a pretty good offensive line, I'm pretty damn sure, guys, we'll see a whole lot more out of him. Now, like I said, guys, I wasn't on board with drafting this guy in the first round with what we had. Um, but look at some of these stats here, guys. Geno Smith, 16 for 23, 201 passing yards, 16 for 23. Really not that bad, guys. Like I said, Geno looked like he had more time today to throw. Two passing touchdowns, one interception, and it was a pick six. That was a really bad read by Geno Smith. I would say that was pretty much all his fault. Got sacked 3 times, QBR rating of 107. So, I mean, this is like I said, guys, if we can really get in here and get this offensive line going, man, we're going to see some numbers, right? Now, Ashton Jeanty, we have been waiting, man, to see something like this come from him. And this is why I really came in here and made this video, because we see Ashton Jeanty's name on the top of both categories, both receiving and rushing, right? So when we go up here and we look at the players, Ashton Jeanty, man, had 24 rushing attempts, which is what he needs. This is what we should be seeing from a guy when you draft him in the first round, and this is the way you utilize him. Now, we got 128 rushing yards, guys. Rushing yards per attempt was 5.3, which is really damn good. Longest run of 51, and he ran one in for a touchdown, man, which is really nice to see. Now, when you get a guy who could go in there and rush for 5 yards a carry, That's really damn good. And I think before this, he was about 3.7, and that was with the stuttering offensive line. And like I said, guys, today it seemed like the offensive line kind of found their rhythm. Now, there is a whole lot of shit we got to fix, but it did look a whole lot better, in my opinion. But Ashton Jeanty, man, you know what I mean? He really went out there and did his Dougie today. I really respect it, man. And I'm glad that he's on this team. I think Ashton Jeanty is a real Raider. I think, you know what I mean, he's along the category of, you know what I mean, the Max Crosbys who really want to win, the Brock Bowers. Those are Raiders, man. You know what I mean? Geno Smith ain't a Raider. We see all these other guys who come in here for a couple years, like Gardner Minshew wasn't a Raider. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't a Raider. Now, Derek Carr, he was a Raider. You know what I mean? And I respect players like this, man, who go out there and put their body on the line. And Ashton Jeanty is doing this week in, week out. And we got to stop the hate, man. You know what I mean? We got to stop the hate. Like I said, I see a lot of fans, man. I see a lot of people, even in the city where I live, man. I go around talking to people, man, and you know what I mean? They're all hating on Ashton Jeanty. Now, there's a lot of them out there that say we need to get this guy some help, and I'm on the same train, man. We really got to go out there and find this dude an offensive line and get him going. Now, we've seen today the big catch Ashton Jeanty had, man, down the field for a receiving touchdown. And honestly, those catches aren't always guaranteed by a running back, right? I mean, we've seen a lot of running backs get a lot of passes thrown to them within 5, 10, even 15 yards. But for a guy to go out there, man, and it was a pretty deep pass, and for him to catch the way he did and break off the tackle and go in there and get the touchdown, man, it shows that this dude is out there, man, and he wants to get it, man. As we see Ashton Jeanty leading both boards, man, both receiving and rushing. Ashton Jeanty in here, 1 reception for 60 yards and a touchdown, man. He got targeted twice for 2 receptions, but he only got 1 of them. And this is really great to see, man. If we can work up play calls like that, no one ever in their mind expected Ashton Jeanty out on the far left to go out there and do a fucking Hail Mary, man, and catch the ball and run it in for a touchdown. You know what I mean? That's not what anybody was expecting out of Ashton Jeanty. But Ashton Jeanty is proven, man, like, hey, I'm worth it. You know what I mean? I could catch, I could run. I'm willing to put my body on the line. As we see, he's, you know what I mean? Let's get this guy some help, man, and Ashton Jeanty will pay dividends for this Las Vegas Raider team. The only thing is, guys, we got to get him help sooner rather than later. We don't want to waste his talent. Like I said, this guy has a whole lot of talent, man, and it's crazy that people fail to see this. It's really fucking crazy, man. I know it's not what we expected. You know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, we could have got somebody in the second. You know what I mean? We've seen Scatterboo, how great he was. But this is what we got, man, and we got to work with it, man. And I'm honestly happy that he is a Raider. Once again, guys, I'm going to tell you this again. I'm not really too sold. I wasn't too sold on grabbing him in the first, man, but we got to suck it up, man. No more crying, man. We just got to get in there and face the facts. Now, there's a lot of great things, too, I've seen on defense, guys. You know what I mean? Holding a team like this, the Texans, who can really go in there and score points with Nico Collins, you know what I mean, Schultz. They got a lot of good weapons on their team. Devin White with 7 solo tackles, 11 tackles total, and a pass deflection. Obviously, Devin White going out there and just being there, you know what I mean, being active. We've seen Landon Roberts go out there and make a a couple big hits, man. You know what I mean? 1 solo tackle, 8 tackles total, and a pass deflection. Jeremy Chin, we've seen him out there. So there was, honestly, guys, there was some things here that we could work off. And I really wish we would have seen this a whole lot earlier in the season, man. I think this year would have been a whole lot different. If this team was playing like that and if the coaches were maneuvering the way they were, man, and the way the plays were getting called, man, it looked a whole lot different, man, and I really respect it. But I wanted to come on here real quick, man, give Ashton Jeanty his praise, man. And the Ashton Jeanty hate has to stop, guys. You know what I mean? I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. 500 subs, guys. We got to give away 2 hats, man. Any team you like getting sent right to your doorstep. Once again, guys, hey, go Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, baby, the Silver Surfer. I'll catch you guys on the next video.